Beauty is not a face, it's a feeling. It's the silence before the spotlight turns on. The moment when a single expression says more than 1,000 words. Across the world, from quiet villages to glittering cities, some women don't just appear on screen. They stay with you, not because they are perfect, but because they are unforgettable. In 2026, beauty is no longer about symmetry. It's about presence, pain, power, and the stories written behind those eyes. Tonight, we travel across 10 countries, 10 cultures, 10 actresses who redefine what beauty truly means. This is not a ranking of faces. This is a journey of legends. Welcome to Top 10 Countries with the Most Beautiful Actresses 2026. At number 10 is Hande Erçel. He was born on November 24, 1993 in Turkey. Hande Erçel's story doesn't begin with fame. It begins with emotion. Born in Turkey, Hande entered television not as a star but as a feeling. From her earliest roles, there was something different about her presence. She didn't demand attention, she earned it quietly. When Love Is in the Air reached global audiences, the world finally noticed what Turkey already knew. Hande wasn't just acting. She was breathing life into every scene, smiling with hope, breaking with pain, loving with honesty. Her beauty is not loud. It's gentle, yet uncheckable. Behind the soft eyes is a woman of strength, one who turned personal loss into grace and vulnerability into power. On screen, she feels real. Off screen, she feels human. Hande Erçel represents modern Turkish beauty, romantic, resilient, and unforgettable. Not because she shines the brightest, but because she stays with you long after the screen fades to black. At number 9 is Amber Heard. He was born on April 22, 1986 in the United States. Amber Heard's story is not simple, and that is exactly what makes it powerful. Born in Texas, she entered Hollywood without a safety net, choosing intensity over comfort. From her earliest roles, Amber carried a raw edge, a presence that refused to fade into the background. She wasn't built for silence, she was built to be seen. When she stepped into the role of Mera in Aquaman, the world saw her strength on a global scale, fearless, commanding, unforgettable. On screen, she doesn't just perform. She confronts, she challenges, she holds her ground. Her journey has faced storms few could survive. Fame, scrutiny, controversy all tested her resilience. Yet through it all, her screen power never disappeared. Amber Heard represents a different kind of beauty, bold, emotional, and unafraid to stand alone. Not polished, not perfect, but undeniably strong. At number 8 is Emma Watson. He was born on April 15, 1990 in United Kingdom. Emma Watson didn't just grow up on screen, she grew with the world. Discovered at a young age, she became a global icon as Hermione Granger in Harry Potter. Fame arrived early, loud, and overwhelming. But Emma chose a different path, one of intention, education, and purpose. As the magic faded, her evolution began. In The Perks of Being a Wallflower, she revealed vulnerability, depth, and emotional honesty, proving she was far more than a childhood star. Beyond cinema, Emma transformed her influence into impact. She spoke for education, equality, and women's rights on the world's biggest stages. She used her voice when silence would have been easier. Emma Watson redefined beauty for a generation, not as perfection, but as intelligence, courage, and conviction. Because true elegance doesn't demand attention, it earns respect and leaves a legacy. At number 7 is Ana de Armas. He was born on April 30, 1988 in Cuba. Ana de Armas didn't chase fame, she chased a feeling that her story was bigger than borders. Born in Cuba and trained in Havana, she learned acting where passion mattered more than perfection. With no guarantees and no safety net, Ana crossed oceans, learned new languages, and rebuilt herself from zero. Every step forward demanded courage. The world first truly noticed her quiet intensity in Blade Runner 2049. She didn't shout for attention, she pulled it in. With silence, with eyes that carried emotion deeper than dialogue. Then came roles that proved her range: mystery, vulnerability, strength, each performance adding another layer to her identity. Ana doesn't rely on spectacle, she relies on presence. Her beauty feels timeless, almost old soul. Classic, elegant, emotionally rich. Ana de Armas reminds us that some stars don't explode into the sky. They rise slowly, and once they shine, they never fade. At number 6 is Hania Aamir. He was born on February 12, 1997 in Pakistan. Hania Aamir didn't arrive on screen as a flawless star, she arrived as someone real. Born in Pakistan, her journey into cinema began with Sanon. The performance felt light, almost effortless, but behind that smile was vulnerability audiences instantly connected with. She wasn't acting perfection, she was reflecting life. As her career grew, so did her courage. In dramas like Mir Humsafar, Hania didn't just play a character, she lived it. She laughed openly, broke painfully, and healed slowly, just like real people do. Her expressions speak louder than dialogue. Her emotions feel unscripted. That honesty turned her into a national favorite. Hania Aamir's beauty isn't distant or untouchable. It's warm, it's relatable, it feels human. And maybe that's why, when she appears on screen, it feels less like watching a star, and more like recognizing a part of yourself. At number 5, Kriti Sanon, born on July 27, 1990 in India. Kriti Sanon's journey is proof that destiny can be designed. Born in India and trained as an engineer in Delhi, her life once followed logic, formulas, and safe choices. But Kriti chose uncertainty, leaving stability behind to chase a dream with no guarantees. No film family, no shortcuts. Her early success in Dilwale introduced her to the spotlight, but she refused to stay comfortable. With every film, she worked harder, took smarter risks, and evolved. Then came Mimi, a performance that changed everything. Raw, emotional, and fearless, it earned her a national award and the respect of an entire industry. She didn't just become famous, she became formidable. Today, Kriti stands as an actress, producer, and entrepreneur, a self-made force in modern Indian cinema. Her beauty isn't borrowed, it's built. Intelligent, ambitious, resilient. Kriti Sanon represents a new era where success is earned, not inherited. At number 4 is Nancy McDonie. He was born on April 13, 2000 in South Korea. Nancy McDonie's story is one of balance between cultures, expectations, and the spotlight itself. Born in Daegu, South Korea, she entered the entertainment world young, yet never lost her sense of self. Her acting, from perfect girl to Daejang was watching, reveals layers few actors her age could convey. One moment playful, the next heartbreakingly fragile, Nancy draws viewers into her world with authenticity. In an industry obsessed with perfection, her natural charm and emotional honesty make her unforgettable. She doesn't just perform, she connects. Every glance, every expression carries a story, a truth, a heartbeat. Nancy embodies the new wave of Gen Z beauty, expressive, relatable, and profoundly human. Her light isn't just seen, it's felt. And in a world of curated images, Nancy McDonie reminds us that reality is always more captivating than perfection. At number 3 is Dilmurat. He was born on June 3, 1992 in China. Born in Urumqi, Dilmurat carries elegance shaped by culture and discipline. Her beauty first caught attention, but it was her grace that transformed her into a superstar. Her rise through Chinese television felt almost poetic. Dramas like Eternal Love and Eternal Love of Dream turned her into a fantasy icon, soft yet powerful. Dilraba doesn't rely on loud performances. Her silence speaks, her expressions linger. She represents modern Chinese beauty, calm, confident, and timeless. In every role, she feels like a dream carefully brought to life. At number 2 is Shailene Woodley. He was born on November 15, 1991 in United States. Shailene Woodley's beauty comes from truth, not perfection. Born in California, she entered the industry young, but her real strength was tested off-screen. Diagnosed with scoliosis as a teenager, she learned pain before praise. Her breakthrough in The Descendants shocked critics. Raw, emotional, unforgettable. Fame followed with Divergent. Yet Shailene never chased Hollywood glamour. She chose meaningful stories, films that heal, roles that reflect real people. Off-screen, she speaks for nature, mental health, and self-acceptance. Shailene Woodley represents a different kind of beauty, quiet, grounded, and deeply human. In a world of filters, she remains real. And at number 1 is Margot Robbie. He was born on July 2, 1990 in Australia. Born in a quiet Australian town, Margot Robbie's journey didn't begin on red carpets, it began on farmland, with dreams bigger than her surroundings. Raised by a single mother, she learned independence before fame ever found her. Her early days on Australian television built discipline, but Hollywood demanded courage. When she stepped into the vault of Wall Street, Margot didn't just act, she announced her arrival. Beauty opened the door, but talent kept it open. Instead of playing it safe, she chose chaos, depth, and risk. From Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad to the raw, painful honesty of Hania, she proved she was fearless. Today, Margot Robbie is not just admired, she is respected. Actress, producer, powerhouse, her beauty isn't just seen, it's felt. Different countries, different languages, different journeys. Yet one truth remains the same. True beauty isn't created by cameras. It's revealed by stories. Each woman you saw today fought doubt, distance, and destiny to earn her place on the world screen. And maybe that's why they feel so powerful, so unforgettable. Because beauty fades, but impact lasts forever. If these stories moved you, if any name stayed in your heart, leave a comment below. And remember, this wasn't about who is the most beautiful. It was about why they are remembered. See you in the next story.